It is good that you are here to record this picture of me in my palace garden at Addis Ababa. People who see this throughout the world will realize that even in the 20th century, with faith, courage, and a just cause, David will still beat Goliath.
Royal courts of King David.
Glory be unto our Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy One of creation, as Jah was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, in the world.
Now we're in the Ark Kingdom. Christ Kingdom, your brother and your sister, your mother, your father. Christ was our king, no? And so Christ is on fire. And then he said the film goes through, will move through to the film. And then he said, no one can escape me, I said, no one get them live, and go slide, you know? I will welcome all, and I ask the secretary, my Congress, and I said, United Nations, ambassador, to be a program for the United Nations, and then everything, then I will ask the priest and the prophet, I God, even the joker, I would like to, and then could say, I would like to, but one thing I would say, I don't miss it and turn away. And you, if I'm going to write down to my audio, I don't know what it's turn away, you know? I know, it's shy, you know? And what you do, you go see the side of the day, and tell my life to everyone to know. You can see a light in a dark room, and I don't know you see. Everybody say, when you come here, have to go in the head, everybody go, you don't see what you do. I mean, it's for you, that's what it's the heart in the right now. If I look in the right now, King and Roland today, you know? Christ of Africa, in the afternoon, I said to the daddy, we don't see no more guys go to our fan, I want to have a no on that. Let's take class in your man, then when you can see them all. Don't look no better look at stand leave after you. No? I want to what we want so much, you know? Yes, my Lord.
My Lord,
and yes, and that again, you spoke another year, and you see. And then you know how, they look for your brother, and they say, I do.
thanks, my Lord.
That is wrong. It's not wrong. You have nothing just for movement, no? And if I didn't remember this is or something right, we serious and we are good at the like anyone, no?
My father was saying even before the interview, we'd have this program here that was sent, and it's been sent to Her Majesty of the King. So, champion of human rights, human justice, President General of the EABIC Church of True Divine Salvation, I NEGUS who live alive, I NRI, Holy Emmanuel I,
SELASSIE, Rastafari.
my Lord, that was it.
Oh my God, that's an angel.
On behalf of all of us at Phase 3 working on the documentary, I'd like to thank the Bobo Shanti community for allowing us to come here today and to talk with you all and to welcome us in such a heartwarming manner. You know, we really are very, very touched by this welcome and by the way you have extended yourself to us. We have...
I'm very hard. If you go through and they get told, how likely to get told and how to know what's it, right? That's it. Anyway, I will bring my first out. Question was, whatever you turn the house and the house, one thing you turn the house first, you don't say no probably no one. See? And then you don't want no one, you don't want that in the house of Christ. Few words, that's it, that's it, I quote, love those times, love Christ, love of good this time. No one could have defied our pride, and no one could have defied our board. Different. So anyway, let you know, they turn down the red, and then out of creation power. That is theory. It eats you. It is wrong, and X. No protection, no security, no job law in that year. No? Corruption, working here a lot, and then they come far. They come far from the glory of our God, our King. They come far from the Bible. They come far from the Hebrew. All those things they don't carry. They don't carry themselves, knowing the sons of God, and they say they do all things. So I say, you don't know all things, you can know all things, they don't catch them. And so they don't carry themselves. But this one here in the country, so they catch him. But I look about in his intelligence of themselves to rule in the law of themselves, the God who created them all, as one people, brother and sister, right here. Don't part of what children sins of Christ, never fall, they never stand up, in the world, I can be sure, so the beautiful will fall and not be standard, I could kind of say, your word from the worldwide, the world, they say, I don't touch to nothing.
You mentioned the turning down of the red. What is the significance of that to the Baba Shanti versus any other Rasta house like Nabindi or Tribe?
You see, it turned down red now, we're up in the sky. You could have turned your head. I was quoting before the message speech, You could have turned your head and said you're a child of God. Before I come in Ethiopia, when you were a sidewalk, and you were a left side, and if you were a dead man's car and you were a dead man's son, this is for a country, and what they were for the white world, what they were serving. But I in West Ethiopia, India, changed. We was God and Goddess in Ethiopia before we come to theory. They say one at the left side, and close side, what is they doing that right now. The right side, and to that country, to come in Africa, then come in the three goals, and then we play school rooms, and then for teaching, they go and they try to come in a missionary to the visitors, and they get a record and take us all a field. You see, so when you come in, they will love our creation, because we refer creation birds. We have birds in Africa, that's in Jamaica. We have birds in Africa, Ethiopia, that's in Jamaica. Jamaica, I said, it was for American Indians. And we in Jamaica here now, was a United Church. The black birds have no guns to defend here. Because they can have nothing to defend with neither. Because we are going to defend country. And military court. We had a ticket seat in some years. We took to Jamaica, hurry up. Queen Elizabeth, I put some of us now, but I think they will rise. He said no, she won, no. He said she's the queen, Peter Jamaica is here. And they went out now. He said well, America, and Canada, and New Zealand to come with the whole business. That's no black man business, whole business. So when you go to them in the hole, then the rest of the people, and the government of the people, tell them to come in there to get what they want and say what they certified. They come in and they bow to clean the factory.
Alright, as the head of the Baba Shanti house, if I were to ask you, what is the most important thing that you think Bobo Shanti has to contribute and to teach the world? What single thing would you say that is?
It's beautiful love. And beautiful love.
Could you give us a little idea of how you came into the Rastafarian faith and how you became leader of the Bobo Shanti house?
See, I was honest, and I was part in the of my father, NEGUS. That's right.
Rastafari.
So I was saying he was an honest and an upright angel of his father, Rastafari.
That's right. Let me say about that.
Could you also give us an idea of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis to keep the foundation going?
No, I do this every morning. In the morning I rise, I say a prayer, number one. I need to myself, I like to fast from 1 to 12, number two. And from 12 to 6, I like to serving, like a town before 10 o'clock, we keep like a serving, we can now bring yard.
What about the activities that you do to keep, you know, to bring up on the table?
Oh, just had a club room serving, do that, right? And to the man who was serving, his wife and what I see, somewhere, and I could give to all those things.
Room selling, that's the only thing.
Oh, no was not, I don't touch no one. I don't tell him for no one touch him.
Would you have any objection to us videotaping like some of the making of the brooms or so?
Oh, and you have someone to come around to do so the better manner, that is it so.
Thank you.
That's right.
Is there anything you would like to ask us?
Oh, one thing I would like to ask you, I don't hear already, really fascination, really fascination, really fascination, and the those are working. For the mental freedom for our people to cover another one beneficiary, Black Africa, Black Colony, and Black United Nations, Article 1, for this was the first thing.
That's repatriation, united, Black Africa, and what's the last thing said about the United Nations?
Article 1.
Article
To
1.
15, to 30. I would like the one.
No, please go for open.
Everyone of my, I enter my heart, I feel the same.
Okay. Now, you have... that you had, that, you know, you started in the faith and you had a personal vision. Could you tell us a little bit about that vision?
Oh my, it's a vision. Anyway, it's part of vision, I have myself to see the brutal issue of my people who forgot my secondary to reach the country. Very far through. He gave me, and I've come out myself as a father, and would tell me to do something to our spirit to set them free somewhere or other. And he granted me to go to Western when he power. Go to Western in power, and make it my children free. But before do that hobby as intention here, because my no, that one, that's not tough one. Anyway, I was, that means there was a higher price from road across 10 stones, no? And it's a new land mean. What is new land mean? That's right. That's right. That's what you know. No, and first of all, one year, and I see what someone was on the side standing down. And this standing down, I see the wife come from down and said to Mr. Westernmonty, then I'm gone. He said, no, Mr. Westernmonty. This is why I still know. Mr. Westernmonty, he took my people. I said, well, do you realize no? I said, my people, I can't find them doctor. What you going to do? I come up to him and I say, what to do? He said, what the hell did you do? And he said, and I said, how will you do that? And I put back to work to him, you know, in the morning. And in the morning, I took a house for me at the end. You see, you know, very careful. And when we went out, I could meet him. And from this I know, I saw that to show him. I see that, look on fire, clear it out, you know, that's what I come to.
But what happened in your life that made you feel that you were the one to help your oppressed people?
You see, when you were in Ethiopia, that's what I call it, country Ethiopia, where we come from. And I don't have nothing. I don't have no one nothing. I come to tell you to kind of homeland, your birthland, your band of the careers, I agree. When I'm birth in Ethiopia, I agree also. So to a home. And then you run into it. Just to our farm. This is what I tell you now. And I think, because I know what you go out and I look for things that take over my country. You know? Until I learn it, now this food and all.
Well, for all the years you've been working to bring about repatriation and to get us back to our birthland, how in the 1990s now, how much do you think you have achieved and how do you see Rasta now today?
Well, I see Rasta now in my community. Let me see, because I was not doing if I decide to go. So I look at some do the to go to land, and then I feel what it's doing. You can see that now, right?
So you feel your work has been justified?
If it's going on top of it.
Even though it's fly over.
Yeah, so they got on working there. So when students are coming to the kind of I don't know, I don't know what to look at doing. I don't think so I'm doing. I don't think God is doing. I don't think do it, but I'm kind of bored when I cannot bob instead of when they're not dinner as well. But then I want to set up for myself, what things will I do, I know I will carry it. But I will cut them all in the camp, then you see, I don't know, you see what enemy is really good. But the enemy is no good, I don't know it's no good. No, all right, no. But Chicago, that's a fair Chicago, that's Chicago. Cuba, put the problem fight on the road. I tell you what, that's my Edward, there's nothing coming Edward. I tell you my I tell you, 10 inches. In that lad, I do too, but I said not to. But
as the founder of this community, could you tell us a little bit more of how it has grown and developed over the years since it first started? The community, this community here, the foundation.
Where is the content, I actually again is service. And by religion, and it can never be other, and of course they have love, karate.
So what makes this community stand out against any other community?
To God, unsaid. Can't hurt you, can't kill you.
Because Father showing is God foundation was established by God, and it's God that had this foundation in flesh. As Emmanuel interpret God with us. That's why no one could not hurt this foundation. It is established by God and it is being run by God.
Is it growing? Are the numbers that are here increasing?
As one songwriter said, his kingdom increase, his kingdom shall increase without end.
And right now you see,
So it's not.
they increase right now. There's the open door. This mission again to the family, it will come this time. When the king come down here, to the sick, he needs this man in this mission. When he go up there, it will become welding, right to ambassador to Ethiopia, and ambassador, the king to ambassador down here in Jamaica. The king now at 3 times, I don't know, I have a mission in Kingston, we are going to aspire this year. So that's the farm and then to love it so. In 2018, in life manner, I said to him, so I know it's any good into work, I have family, sir. And man, they are so. Young as well, but he was man, he was here, I don't know.
How did you feel when His Imperial Majesty came to Jamaica and you were one of those who met with him?
Exactly.
How did you personally feel when you met him? Yes.
Oh, I well feel our Father, our living Father, our living God, like giver, could have come in this country. And this is why our sons and daughters were royalty, where the king, or we're right king, so we are the children of the royalty. That's how God and teach us, you know? So I don't teach us nothing, it is around, partners. So when he come now, he condemn us, we are not royal sons and daughters, where he knew of, or he did us upon, you know? So I'm grateful to every heart, but that's the heart, really warm the heart of love, you know? So the king, this mission, and he comes here, the country where I told you. And it's so excellent, it's leader, editor, the parent said, editor, one day, Jamaica was Ethiopia. Ethiopia with Jamaica. And we found out Ethiopia now was a turn to Jamaica, and we come already. And we are Ethiopia about Jamaica was a turn back to Ethiopia. And we served, and we served. Everything will be like Ethiopia now. The truth.
You have organized yourself in this community. Why is it that you decided to set up here, separate and apart from everybody else? And how you go about setting up yourself?
No, I just set up, I worked schooling in the creation criminal power, and then I go to school the rights of the people, and the rights of them come from the super royal cornhead, black royal cornhead, no? And being a royal cornhead, the royal was circuitous Emperor SELASSIE and FULNESS. So everyone knew the right, and it comes to life, I was in the beginning, was to the end. In the right, God is in the beginning, come back and be at the end. And it come back and say the word, and fulfill the word, and live the word upright.
You could tell us like some of the principles that this community operate, or how they live. What are some of the rules of this community that is different from elsewhere?
Yeah, sometimes when they come outside, community come for a year, I can tell them too. But you must hear, we could not hear. I'm here, we could not hear. One man come, one man go, without million told me. So it's a problem, it's a problem. But when the king comes here, I think a different kind of kinfolk come down to the person from where I live in, who is here. He said to me, Mr. Prince, oh my, you learned a lesson. So when the king don't get a talk, you know, up here, I go down low and fast to you know, what kind of party. This time, the one hour time, you know? And a banner take out the financial road, with a line from the north, and one from the west road, and it's all out between. It's one foot now. The rest of it, it's a time I ate. Then you get a fighting kick and hurt you in the hand. Yeah? All the right, you know? I don't have it kicking. Up there, and two doors, When everyone pass you, I don't pass you, I go and I see him. They're holy to my Father, to my King, and to my God.
Have you got a lot of children in the community here?
Oh, I love. You're one, I tell you.
But I say you are one.
Oh, the ones that are a bit younger than me.
I do, but the others, you're one. I really don't know. I tell you something, just what I said to you right now. I will tell you, Juicy, the United White House, our ambassador, I think it's Atlanta, one of them. And when I will come to Cuba, before Fenton Road, that's what they come, and they sit down in the service, and when you come back into the lesson, how the service, the guy service, and the other part on the tell I know they come from here. Therefore, the ambassador, where they take now to me, and then he come down seasonally, and take me up with him. And I then took me up with them when they talking. They don't mind for Edward, and they were here. They were talking to us just here today. If you go home, go and lie just about you. So man, I tell them come and listen. So they always arguing and stuff, and they tell them, how much should I have? And I could tell them a word, I don't know what to tell them. But anyway, but I said, no, why is my to the church? I have two. You hope they do, I do. So that's it.
Yeah.
So what I said I should do, I just know.
Yes.
The backward. And the right word comes from the backward also. No?
A lot of people feel that the Bobo Shanty house is more rigid and disciplined than any other set of rastas. Could you tell us why they say this?
Well, tell no principle what they carry. My house, I left a principle, I didn't have principle. To all effects, you know? And it's principle started peace and a passion of Christ, you know? So why is different from our different? And first in the other effects now, you have the mother moon up here, and you know here, you have a card on the mother moon. You know? And that card you have now, two countries, and more out here, you know? You let now to put them to no one, and that now for you to steal no one, and that now for you want to do it, and you feel with you neither, until we put in one year. As a part to us another element, you know? And then freedom, and all time element you have a feeling to take a bed. And that appears done. You do so, and it's only 1 year, you feel too much feeling also. You know?
Apart from the women, do you have any other principles that the community is run by?
No, more and children say who and the Lord. Fantastic.
Keep yourself holy unto the Lord, you know, with prayer and fasting.
So basically that is the principle for everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
It's about being holy.
If you love your father, you do so. And you love yourself also. So it doesn't. And another one again, you say, outer one I'll come. You could get it at outer two I'll come. Mother and father, you see? That's right, you know? And you have a favorable money to that is the understanding, I won't say, you know? The people fool again. Find you now, they fool you, they love you, and they love for you. You know? And that's what how the world of poor, you know? So let me tell the put some for you. When I see the some for you, well, you might well around. And for your education, other education, don't just do that, you will receive and will do and will receive. That's the time to know, no? I think you really will look at you too. There's no education, there's no justice.
No education and no justice for Rasta or for everybody in Jamaica.
Where there is no education, there is no justice.
Yes, sir.
So education is very important to this community.
Yes, I know.
With justice,
With justice.
education with justice. Education without justice is slavery.
That's right. How do you go here now?
So you have a school for the children here?
Yeah, we teach us, so the father said this is a school room, Jerusalem school room, to teach about the world and people of themselves. Black man in general, of where he came from and who he is. You understand?
Yeah.
So our education now is about ourselves, not like how the white world. They teach us of their self. They teach us to read and write in their way. They don't teach us our language, our Amharic, or our black culture. So the education is only to keep us in slavery.
Right. When you say education, you're not thinking of the Western concept of reading, writing.
Ethiopia culture.
Yeah, not just mere academical fields, but spiritual education, higher education.
I found that. Now, in this college, you know, when we perform, we have to do something to fulfill what your word know. Like I said, yes, this time, that's the argument. Yeah, I know we're going to do something to do. You see? In the community now, this they know, when we come home, we have to go to school. No matter how far you want to go, where you don't know Amharic. So when you go to school, no? And school go back to school now, we tell you the Amharic now. Rather than because I wasn't slavery. No? So you see? So everything just come back to one man. One way to forgive, you know? One two ways. And quite the truth, and really see that I get the truth.
King Emmanuel, thank you very much for taking the time out to talk to us.
Oh, better than you.
And if anybody else like
True.
to say anything.
Oh, better.
And through the father discover what is to be said.
Thank you very much.
Oh, better than you.
Just before I go, the father had asked me to read one paragraph from this here. The father was saying, I must remind the United Nations that during the time of Secretary General Utan, I was given the privilege to have my name put on their roster, with no one being able to take it off or put it on without my permission. I had put it on and have not taken it off. Therefore, it is in my authority to call upon the United Nations Human Rights Commission to send a team to Jamaica to seek out from Mr. Shearer of the whereabouts of all documents he received from that time, and to see to it that the international rights and justice of the slave children are ministered by those who are responsible through the International Court of Justice. In addition, Mr. Bragwat Singh of the United Nations Seabed Authority, when he was in Kingston, told me in a meeting that documents calling for repatriation from I and my Congress reached the United Nations. Hereupon, an emergency meeting was called to run through such documents, and that everything was in perfect order. He further stated that the United Nations was about to send to me documents in response, and that what I wanted I could keep and send back what I did not want. I want them to find out from Mr. Shearer concerning these documents, also as he was the Minister of Foreign Affairs at that time, and up to now no such documents has reached me.
It's so funny, it's so Mr. Tigar now, Mr. Manley, from Mr. Manley, and Patterson, to find out also the document in the order, for us, you know, since to place this message from the front paper agreed now, and back to the woman to have this thing said right. What I said around the United Nations, you record, you know, I found out about You know? You see now left recreation, right here is this morning, everything found the field, right hand is now, and now the end of the artery. Then I the world come to a floor. There are kingdom carved by the bride at the front field, at the top, to the man will see 10 road. Then fellows in the dead, I want to find from the 10 down dead, we come there and meet him and photograph. Please look like the other man, and we photograph in the front field, that this man is justified about what's going on down here. And also, the Queen said, we want to make but some of all is families, and I don't know families, and the rest are the Queen. So we want to have everything set right. But I say also, you get that this house, you make a house, you know what, I don't do that in this, I don't go there to find there. So I want to find Noah and the Santa and the King Santa Rama. Listen.
The father was saying all these words, you know, you want to branch.
What I think about it's all gone. Listen. I think they're being good. See how they're being good. They're being good. Yeah.
I was going to close up with
You can have a little talk with me, God makes it right, alright. You can have a little talk with me, you can tell him all about your troubles. You will hear us when we can, and we will answer by and by. And you feel a little fire is burning, then you know a little judgment coming. You can have a little talk with me, God make it right, alright. You can have a little talk with me, you can tell him all about your troubles. And there has been me, and you will answer by and by. When you feel a little fire is burning, then you know a little judgment coming. You can have a little talk with me, and make it right, alright. You can have a little talk with me, and you can tell him all about your troubles. You will hear us when we call, and we will answer by and by. When you feel a little fire is burning,